Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monthly Mystic Messages. I was going to say Twillo Talk, but
I know.
knew that was wrong. I was like, oh, it is not Twillo Talk today. That is tomorrow. So please come back tomorrow and visit us for Twillo Talk. So welcome tonight. We're doing readings. So let's say hello to who we have here. We have Kaylee, Fogo Pogo. Hello, hello. And we have as well Pooja. Welcome, Pooja. Thank you for joining us. And we have a couple others that are coming in. So just so that we're aware, so the sooner you get your question in, the sooner you get it answered. All right. So we are doing questions. Again, for entertainment purposes only and all of that stuff. And we don't do health or money, really. I mean, abundance, but not financial advice.
Lifetime.
What's that?
I said that was a different life.
Yes, that was a different lifetime. I'm not tapping into that. Okay. And welcome, Carla. Thanks for joining us. So if you would like a reading, we have a birthday month message, please. Awesome. So we might as well get started with that. It's her birthday month this month.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, let's see. Let's see what comes up for Kaylee. We had a lovely sound bath and Reiki retreat yesterday.
Oh, so cool.
Yes. So that was great.
As is the case, they're just flying. So
they are.
Except this is way too many.
Yes.
So one at a time I can handle. This is
Yeah, I'm feeling like we're going to get a couple here from this one too. So this one is a birthday one, so it'll be a little bit longer than our usual, I believe. I think that's why it's coming out the way it is. Let's see what they have to say. Ease and grace, guys.
Ease and grace. Amen.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome. Please put your questions in the chat. The sooner the better, please. And it was nice. It was very nice yesterday for sure. With ease and grace. We will keep that in mind for your birthday message. All right. Yes, that's a separate one there. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, here we go. So what do I have for you? I have your loved ones are safe. So let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. Michael is looking after them. Okay. It looks like I need to have my front light on so you can see the cards better. There. Hello, Brenda. Welcome. Yes, please put your questions in the chat so that I can start them. And it's the next card, Kaylee, is it's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you'll be able to look to the future with a smile. Yay! But unfortunately, or fortunately, you have a decision to make. It's fortunate because it means you have two opportunities to choose from. So, are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance, pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. Michael is also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. So tapping into your intuition, okay, it's going to help you go through this month. And then also putting your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins Michael to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. So using your creativity. And then we have simplify your life. So whether this is cleaning up clutter or simplifying how you do something, that feels like it, like simplifying your thought process in something. That's kind of that. And then opening to love. My heart is open. So this kind of goes with the creativity thing for me because it's passion. So stepping into the creative energy and make it be something that you feel passionate about, right? So just opening up to that. That's what I have for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. So a whole bunch of stuff coming through here, and cards were just flying out. The first card that flew out was energy harmonization.
Ah,
Right?
nice.
So bringing that in. So it's chakra alignment, energy flow. Align your chakras to harmonize energy, achieve vibrational balance. And so, this is going to be a month of being able to maybe go in and do that work in order to bring that forward. And by going in, there's going to be some other stuff coming through because I got past life journey. So doing some exploration. Embark on the journey to your past lives and uncover the contracts and missions of your soul. Soul memory, past life exploration, and destiny unveiling. And it's really interesting because with destiny unveiling, I got the osprey. And the osprey is all about success. Your success is now at hand. Allow abundance to flow to you effortlessly. And so I said, okay, well, what is going on? And so I got from the business kind of deck, which is more just, it's a business deck, but it's also just about like what we're here to do, right? That production piece or moving forward. And I got Saturn, which is about structure. So really kind of putting a framework around what it is that you want to do. And then fire for activation, right? And being able to actually activate that and bring it forward. And it's so great because it goes so well with Tanys's about passion, right? And that fire and that passion and being able to hold space for that. And there is going to be some exploring of feelings happening, but isn't that always what's going on these days?
Is it ever?
Yeah, delve into insecurities and unresolved emotions. And this is about bringing yourself to closure so that you can have peace. And it's about bringing out authenticity, right? So just noticing where there might be space for that clearing to happen. And I got the eclipse of concealment, right? And so there's something here that needs to be revealed. There's something that's going to be shown to you, and you're going to be able to navigate through it. And it has to do with understanding like the cyclical nature of things, right? Like sometimes things are hidden and they're not hidden. It's not in a like bad way. They're just hidden because it's not time yet for them to be revealed, but then they become revealed and it's like, okay, I can navigate this. I can deal with it. And I got the metamorphosis mirage, right? And so this says, embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly, right? And so much of this about, energy harmonization and bringing yourself through some of these past life experiences and bringing passion forward and all of that is going to lead to the harbor of peace. Right. And the harbor of peace says, find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of the gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Right. So going through all of that, but knowing that it's all going to come to clarity and things are going to move in absolutely beautiful ways for you. So that's your happy birthday message.
Happy birthday for when it comes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll see you before then, but anyway, or on that day even. And she's wearing a birthday or a butterfly shirt today as well. All the transformation. Woohoo. She says, thank you. Thank you both. And a big hello to Lauren Hunsinger and Gary Chatham. Welcome, welcome. And we have Brenda that's come in. Welcome. I've got your messages starred there. So the deal is if you'd like a question answered or a message, then please let us know in the chat and we will go ahead and take a look at that. All right. And now we have another birthday message.
Ooh,
Jessica, whose birthday is Wednesday. So that's exciting. Happy birthday. Okay. So I did this like for the whole month. So it may be a little bit more than a month. It could go as high as 3 months because it seems pretty packed. So so don't panic about what's happening here. So we've got the angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while Michael enhances your strength. Okay. And to do some of that, we're going to open our heart. Open your heart. No one's perfect. Stop judging yourself and others, and let love heal the situation. Okay. And I think also you're going to need to take control of your thoughts. So your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. And if you're having trouble knowing what that is, please go inward to find that. Okay. Sometimes we don't know exactly what the desired outcome is. And so that's often the best way is to go in and think about what your ideal would be. Okay, because the next one is that your prayers are being answered. So your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Okay, because there's some ancient wisdom coming in with them. So there's some past life knowledge coming up with that. So they're asking you to trust your angels. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. So there's a whole lot of trust in the outcome here. Releasing whatever outcome you have and allowing the angels to bring in what's good, what is best for your highest good. Okay. And there could be some letting go that has to happen. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. Okay. But you need to know that the way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. Michael will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. See this map? It's going to that joy. So that's where you're headed. Okay. But there's going to be a time where you're going to need to start to take action on those. Okay. But it's not quite yet. Right? There's a little bit of healing work to do there first. It'll be soon. But there's some healing work and some introspection to do along the way before you get there. But know that you're not trapped, because that can be like our own thoughts that are trapping us there. Okay, so just know that. And you do have this inner knowing that's coming up for you at this time, which is awesome. Okay, awesome. So feel into that. Oh, good. I'm glad they resonate.
Yay.
Yay. And happy birthday for Wednesday.
Definitely. And very much, I mean, they're so in line, right? I got emotional release. So emotional release is going to have to happen, right? And it's letting go creates space for new beginnings, right? And so it's, it can go into this kind of catharsis, but it's also about purification. It's about moving us forward. We have to go in to do it. And so I've got quiet moments, right? And so seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice.
We can't make this stuff up. Those are almost identical. No. I love this stuff for that reason. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's pretty amazing. And everything I have really has to do with going inside. It's really, important in order to do that. So I got intuitive wisdom. And so intuitive wisdom, it says, trust your intuition to guide decisions and reveal deeper truths, sixth sense, inner knowing, perceptiveness. And what's really interesting is then I also got, I'm just going to go through it really quick, inner flame, inner connection, and self-knowledge, right? So like there's, they really, really want you to go inside. So the inner flame card, it says, ignite your inner flame and let it fuel your journey, guiding you to fulfill your soul's vision. So this is passion, drive, and soul awakening. And with that, I actually have the pheasant card. And the pheasant card, it says, the time is right for creation and connection, so focus your attention in these areas. But in order to know what those areas are, that's where that self-knowledge piece is going to come in, and that inner connection. So self-knowledge, dive deep into the depths of you, right? Where the truth resides, and then bring that medicine of togetherness and bring that forward. And so there's one last move or one last step here. You've come far on your journey. Keep going, and you will soon see what you have accomplished. And so just hold space for everything that you've already come through. And this is just meant to bring you to this other place where you're just going to go, yeah, okay, this is this is good, right? And, you know, of course, we're always on a journey, but there's some beautiful release and knowledge and inner wisdom that's going to come through and come out. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that unfolds for you.
Come back and let us know. Beautiful. Thank you. And welcome, Karen. Thank you for joining us. I've got your question starred. And our next one is Brenda. What I need to hear from my guides. We love you too. All right. So what I got for you is stepping into stillness. There's a lot of this apparently this month. We are stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. So you've got this where she's sitting on the moon, which is also about intuition. So really stepping into stillness in order to listen to your intuition, because there are signs from above coming in for you. Okay. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. So stay alert and open to guidance. And for some reason, the feather is really sticking out on here for me. So I thought I should pass that on just in case the feather is a symbol for you for something. And then you got mending bridges. Okay. I heal rifts. I am a mender. So this card speaks to two things. There could be some kind of a misunderstanding that you're navigating right now, and they're encouraging you to see both sides. Or it could just be that you need to see, you know, the shadow side as well as the light side in stuff that you're working through. So and that the bridge would be the internal one then, right? So you are able to see both sides of the situation. So it just, and I'm getting that the silent observer is coming through, right? So stepping back a little bit so that you can see it from a higher perspective. And then your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Okay, so trust your angels and let go of your expectations. Apparently this is a theme because this is now like what, twice in 3 readings. So let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Okay, so just allow, because I think there's a fresh start coming for you. Feels businessy to me, actually. Feels like a businessy thing. And yeah, overall, you've got all this growth happening here, both sides. You're on top of the world, exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. So great card to finish with. And I'm so excited for you. There's going to be lots of new stuff. Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, and it's so interesting you're talking about themes, and I got quiet moments and one last move again, right? And so I think that there's a lot that's meant to come through. And so if you haven't seen it yet, guys, do the April card reading that we did. And a big piece in so much of that reading was this idea that we have to go into stillness, right? And we're going to need to take those quiet moments. So it's interesting that card keeps coming out because it is a big theme for April in general for all of us.
And Jen did a cool channeling in the middle of the readings too. So go check them out.
Yeah, it's really it's worth being a member of the membership page for Twilio, because it's free. So
it's free. There's TwilioLifestyle.ca.
You got it. Okay, Brenda. So I was doing the cards and a whole bunch flew out. And so of the first deck, I got 3, and of the second deck, I got 3. And then it just kind of, so we're going to fly through this, but connect with your higher self in order for self-transformation and inner peace. Okay. So it says connect with your higher self to gain deep wisdom and guidance, higher self connection and wisdom, self-transformation, embrace self-transformation as a journey of evolution and growth. So evolution, personal growth, and reinvention. And then inner peace, find and maintain inner peace to enjoy tranquility and stability. And so all of that is there, but I think that they came out specifically in that order for that reason, right? Because we have to make that connection in order to be able to bring all of that through. And then I got universal harmony, cosmic alignment, and path of miracles. And they all flew out together as well. So universal harmony, when you find harmony within, the universe resonates with you, creating miraculous calm and peace. Cosmic alliance, when you align with the universe, everything flows. Your power lies in this connection. And then the path of miracles, the universe is laying out a path of miracles for you. Trust and follow it. Right? So this time of going in, this time of taking those quiet moments, these are kind of our next steps in order to really bring us to where it is that we're meant to go. And a big part of this for you may have to do with sacred boundaries, right? So just notice and respect, honor the boundaries, the limits that you have, because by honoring those boundaries and those limits, that's going to set you free. And you're going to be able to find out what they are and be able to honor them through these connections, right? So it's about assertive self-care and giving yourself an opportunity to really take care of yourself by going in and connecting with this energy. So hope that helps.
Beautiful. And so I just want to say hello to a few people that have arrived. So we have Christopher Bowes. Welcome. Yes, I have your general reading start. And a big hello to Garnet as well. Thank you for joining us. And we do still have a couple, I think. Yeah, we're getting close, actually. Got a fair number of questions here. Mm-hmm. So maybe we have room for maybe one or two more, and then we'll have to close the questions. So if you do have a question, please let us know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like falling down on the job, so I haven't even picked cards yet. I was all like out in La La Land because my guides are talking to me. Thank you. There we go. So we have Gary. What is coming up for you?
Immediate abundance and salt.
All right. Oh, well, that's good, Gary. First one I saw was someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Ooh. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. It was 3 that jumped out. So that's 1. Change is coming. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. Lots of butterflies there, so lots of transformation. And yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. So keep moving forward, okay? And let me just pick a couple more here, because those ones just jumped out. I thought maybe
they do that.
They do. Embrace your life purpose. I'm guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then enjoying it. When we step into things that make us joyful, make sure that we're taking the time to actually enjoy when we're doing it. Because I know that's something, sometimes when we're too busy, I've done this. Sometimes we're too busy and we don't actually take the time to enjoy and be grateful for what it is that we're doing. So I love what I do. And there's times when I'm so busy that I forget to actually go, oh, I do. I love what I do. So that's something that for me, that's what's coming forward. And then don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. So don't give up. So you have lots of butterflies here on your cards, my dear. You have it on this one. You have it on this one. You have it on this one. So there's lots of transformation. Just allow those things to come in for you, and the other stuff will follow. Okay. But you do have this card about relationships. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hope that's helpful.
Yeah. So I got jumbled thoughts and mind cleansing. So there's some stuff going on that maybe is just, you're not sure, or you don't know what you know, or maybe you want it to look like something specific and then you've changed that, or however that may show up for you. But it says jumbled thoughts. The mind can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. So if there's some confusion or anxiety that's coming up for you, just notice that, because there's going to be some clearing that needs to happen. And I also got the hurtful events. And this doesn't mean that something bad is coming. What it means is that you want to navigate through the challenges and not let the past challenges weigh you down, because something different is meant to come right now. And so this is about releasing the past in order to move forward. And that fits with the embrace the change card, right? So we have to do some of that clearing in order to let go of some of the past stuff in order to bring us forward. I want to go back really quick though. The mind cleansing card, purify the mind to gain clarity, right? And so maybe doing some of that work to clear any kind of past stuff that's carrying forward and might be blocking, especially if we've had bad negative experiences or difficult experiences in these areas. Sometimes we carry those forward. So releasing that. And the embrace the change, as change is a sign of growth. So embrace it and let it guide you to higher dimensions, because you've got a worthy goal, right? These are things that you're very worthy of, right? So allowing yourself to be inspired and to work towards your purpose. And then when I pulled the divine time cards, overall, I got no need to hurry, right? We want everything to happen in a certain time. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's divine time. And yet, I got create space for it to happen sooner, right? And so there is that opportunity there for things to come through. It's just about creating that space. And in order to create that space, you might want to distract yourself from the waiting game, right? We get into that place of like, okay, when is it going to happen? And that sometimes, that whole a watch pot never boils kind of idea, right? Like, get out, get creative, allow yourself to do the work that you need to do and really work on your goals and what you want to bring forward. And then it seems like it's just going to unfold for you, and maybe a little bit faster than you expect it to, if you're able to kind of make that shift. So hope that helps.
Awesome. That's great. And a couple of other people have joined us here. So we've got Rachel. We have been going for half an hour. So if you want to put in a question, please go ahead and do that. And a big hello to Patricia.
Hello.
We're closing questions soon. So we probably have room for like 2 more, maybe.
Depends on how fast we go and how many cards they throw at us.
Exactly, because they keep throwing cards out at us. And hello, Hypnocity. Welcome, Melanie.
Hello.
Awesome. And then we got to do this star thing. We have Pooja is next.
Okay, guidance.
So welcome.
Pooja, let's see.
All right. So I have open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others, and let love heal this situation. And when they say that, they mean a lot of self-love, because they also got prioritized self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Okay. So sometimes we have to be in receiving mode as well as in delivery. And then Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, he's actively working on this situation. He's here and helping you. And you got the prayers are being answered. They're being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. I think this is the 4th time this card's come out.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I think we should expect the unexpected this month, folks, as an overall message.
The serious transition possibilities, I think, are happening.
I think so. And whatever you're going through, this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare dreamed, right? So your prayers are being answered. Don't have expectation on how they're going to be answered. And hearing messages from spirit, I am a clear channel for messages from spirit. So tap into your intuition, right? I'm sure we've talked about that before, that you have these intuitive abilities. So the more you tap into them, the more you're going to be able to figure out the direction that you need to take at the moment. But you need to know that all is in perfect timing, right? It is coming. I feel like this is coming to the end of the month. It is time to take action now. I'll be here to help you every step of the way. So I, being Michael, So the doors are open there. There's lots of light on the other side. No, just follow your bliss. Okay. So this card is about balance. My soul sings with joy. So this is about balance. And probably closing questions now, right?
Yes. So we've got everybody who's put one in so far. You're on the list.
Okay.
And then, so the most recent, like Hypnicity, Patricia, and Rachel, you guys are on. And then we're closing questions.
Yep. Great. So this is also about balance. So see how she's balancing on this horse, and she's got the sun and the moon. So it's really about balancing energies, balancing your own stuff. And this is also one of my tutu cards because she's wearing a pink tutu. So, it's about embracing who you are and stepping into that. Okay. Because you're going to be launching a journey. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So that means you are an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So there is a journey starting. This may be part of your spiritual journey. It might be a new project or something, but there's something new coming for you soon, either end of this month or beginning of next. Okay, so I hope that's helpful.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So
we're actually doing this one. Where is the Rachel one? There it is. Good. There we go. Yeah, we're doing puja. Yeah.
Yes. All right, Puja. So I got emotional balance, maintain emotional balance to persevere, inner stability and harmony, right? So the idea, here you go. And so we want to be able to bring forward that inner stability. And it says secrets of time. Time is not your enemy, but your ally. Everything unfolds in the perfect moment. And so I think for April, a big piece of what they're looking at is, can you take that time inside and allow yourself to just be in the place of unfolding? Because then I got the unknown card, right? And it says surrender, right? Curiosity, faith, uncertainty is the only certainty there is. And so, we want to know, okay, what's coming or what is it that's going to happen? But because this is such a time of introspection and all of that, it's about embracing that and then being able to move forward. And doing that in the sense of, I got the cardinal card here. And the cardinal card, it's, stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you, because you are meant to step into new heights. Right. And so it says, let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. And I think that might have something to do with sisterhood. So I don't know what it is that's in store for you, but it says initiate a new sister's adventure. And so maybe there is something here for you in terms of, going through whatever it is that you need to in terms of the emotional balance and being okay with what is unknown for a bit, but then being able to use that to help others or to hold space for others in that kind of sisterhood journey. So I think that there's going to be a beautiful unfolding that is meant to happen this month for you. And I hope that helps.
All right. Thank you, Puja. Hopefully that's helpful. And our next one is Karen Doyle. So this is a love reading. So, okay, so what I've got for you here is you need to release your ex. So the time has come to clear your energy. Okay, and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So I don't know how accurate that is. It could mean that this might actually be past life stuff that's coming up for you. So you may have a relationship or somebody has come in and you're sort of struggling with that, like the past life feelings kind of come up and they're like, it's hard to know sort of what's happening now versus what happened then. We talked actually this week on Galactic Gab about how we're having these overlapping things because our past life energies are really coming forward for us. in this life. So I feel like there's a piece of that for you in this, that it's like a karmic relationship with somebody, that it's not really, I'm not sure that it's really meant to be a romantic relationship, but you're kind of caught in that feeling. That's what I'm feeling. And so what they're saying is that really what's needed is that your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And so it's engaging, there's like engagement coming. But I feel like this is somebody different. Okay. And I picked some for my little, I like this little deck, it's little hearts. And so I got forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You can create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Okay? And then balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, so but there is this whole thing about forgiveness of past and the ex and free yourself. So there's some of that stuff. So if you're not with anybody, I would say take a look at your feelings around that, your past relationship, because there may be some stuff in there that needs clearing. And so showing some forgiveness for that. So showing some forgiveness for that will help move you forward and take your love life to a higher level, is what I would say. Okay, hope that's helpful.
All right. So I got use your intuition to know what's going on. So intuition is the message of your destiny. So follow it. So your intuition is going to give you insights into what it is that you need to do in terms of your love life and these relationships. And then I got celestial guidance, which is really interesting. So celestial guidance has to do with receive profound insight and messages from the stars or guidance, so astrological insight and star wisdom. And what comes to mind when I get this is like compatibility charts, right? And just checking in and seeing what kind of connection is there and what that energetic connection is going to look like, because this is a boundless horizon, right? And it's so open. It's limitless possibilities, visionary path, uncharted frontiers. So the horizon stretches endlessly before you, offering boundless opportunities. Expand your vision and step into the unknown to fulfill your potential. And so what that, to what Tanys is saying is there might be a very specific someone for you, but also recognize that there's like this kind of boundless potential for you in terms of connection and love. And so this might be talking about more than just, I think when we say love life, right, it's this kind of romantic relationship, but it sounds like there's much more being held for you by the universe in terms of love connection in whatever that looks like. And that could be friendships and, other close relationships, not just specifically romantic. And I got labyrinth of choices. So again, it's this idea of like, there's choices there. So it says chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as a part of your complex journey. But in order to go through that, you've got to do the roots, right? The roots of success. So secure your foundation, fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. And so there is a journey here for you with your love life, and whether that's clearing past life stuff, as Tanys said, or just trying to navigate, relationships today. In order to do that, you're going to need to make sure you've got that inner balance, right? And so sometimes we, especially in new relationships, right, we get very much in that place of everything is wonderful. Just find that inner balance because, and I don't know your human design, but if you are an emotional authority, you're going to have to ride those waves before you make any decisions. And so just notice if there's anything that, maybe you're resisting or anything that you're maybe holding back from, just notice what is maybe there to transform you during this time. And then I got the hummingbird, right? And the hummingbird is release what you've been carrying and brighten up. So new joy is on its way. And so it looks like there's some beautiful things coming your way in terms of love in your life. And how that's going to show up may actually be in more ways than you're thinking it is. So hope that helps.
Mm-hmm. All right. Awesome. Boy, oh boy. All right. Thank you so much. And our next one is Christopher Bowes. So thank you. And it's a general reading, maybe focusing on employment. All right. So what I have for you, Christopher, you've been in a situation that you need to let go of. So this situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your connections to the past so you can embrace the future. Okay. So there's something, this situation could be just even a thought pattern or a behavior or something like that. It could be a romantic one. It could be employment. Like it could be all sorts of things. So, you're going to just open up to your spirit guides and trust your intuition on what they're talking about. Okay. So it says, remember your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So if you can tap into that, that would be great, because your prayers are being answered again. I think I've had this every time.
Mm-hmm.
I am shuffling. I promise. Okay. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you did not expect. So don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. So don't know if this is an employment thing, whether you've just started a new job or whether you're hoping to start a new job. So when you do, if there is a new job that starts at some point, please know that it's like anything. When you first are learning what's going on, you'll have, that bumpiness at the beginning, especially, when it comes to like jobs and stuff like that. There's a time where we have to start to get used to the job. There's a learning curve and all of that stuff. So know that you will manifest what you need. Express your gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Okay? Especially in terms of the employment part. All is in perfect timing. So this is it. It's time to take action now. I'll be there to help you every step of the way. Okay? And then launching your journey. I'm an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. They are reminding you to follow your bliss and find that balance. Okay? Make sure you're doing what you love. So when you're on this job, like to me, if you're following your bliss, then I think all of this stuff's going to manifest, right? It's going to automatically manifest. And so you didn't ask me about love, but I have opening to love. My heart is open. And we have, don't give up on love. So a relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So I'm not sure if you're in a relationship. If you are, I would say, just open to that love so that you can receive and do some work on that, because perhaps just doing some forgiveness work is what needs to happen, right? And that's going to help to fan the flames there of passion as well. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. I do sort of see a change in job in all of this. So be patient with yourself. Oh, good. Okay, well, I would say it might be coming, Christopher, from this, because if you don't have a relationship, those two would definitely be like, it's coming. So if it's what you want, if it's what you're choosing,
There you go. Well, I've got 2 blessing cards here, so there's definitely some good stuff on the way. But let's look at the start and the journey for that. So the shadow work card that I got for you is called It's Closed-Minded, and it's about opening and being receptive, and notice if there's a kind of narrow-minded or narrow view of what it is maybe you can do or want to do or what that looks like. Because you're being asked to be open. And so I think the universe wants to bring something your way, but it wants you to be open to it first. And so just be really aware if you're limiting what it can bring you by saying, I want it in this particular way. because the universe is going, hold on, like we've got something for you, but we have to work through it. And then I also got cloud of unknowing, which again is this idea of getting out of this need for it to be a certain way. It says float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, and embrace the sacred within. And so again, holding space here for something that maybe is, out of the ordinary or what you wouldn't want, which goes so well with cutting edge, right? So here we are going, okay, slicing through obstacles and curving a path towards your dreams. And it's going to be something that maybe is not a traditional path as they were. And it says, towards your dreams. And then I got dream interpretation. And so, here we are decoding the dream symbols to uncover messages from your subconscious. And there's messages here in terms of what it is you are meant to bring forward and what that looks like in your day to day. And so when it comes to work, whatever it is that you're meant to do, I got seed of light. And so you're here to be a planter of light, leaving an eternal mark with every action. And so just notice that you're being called to do that. And employment might actually shift in terms of your perception of it as you move forward. Because then I got cosmic blessings. It says, the universe is pouring blessings into your life. Receive them with gratitude and let them flow. So sacred gifts, universal support, and soulful abundance. The universe wants to be able to open you to that. And so it's a matter of you opening. And then I got the bluebird. And the bluebird says you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. So again, very much the energy that the universe wants to bring forward, and whether they're going to do that through the employment or if they're going to shift the employment in order for that to happen, just be open to it, even if it's something that might be a little out of the box or not what you would traditionally think. So hope that helps.
Yeah, like also be open to, I'm hearing like multiple jobs, like one self-employment and one other job. So just be open to that, because I feel like part of it's going to be your like mission or your passion kind of thing. So anyway, I don't know, that came through while you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And our next one is Sylvie Robert. Hello, Sylvie.
Hey, Sylvie. Oh.
So I have the angels of healing are with you now. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while Michael enhances your strength. So I feel like you're going through something, and you just need to know that you will make that. You will make it through, right? It's a healing journey that you're on. You're reminded, don't settle for less. You're a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. So don't give up. And there's lots of butterflies here, right? So that's all about that transformation that's coming. And there's some barriers, breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitation into joy and freedom. So you see here in the center, the green here, sometimes when we cut back the dead stuff around it, they blossom more. So that's kind of what the healing journey represents, is kind of like we're trimming away some of the stuff that no longer serves us so that we can have more of this green growth come through. And there's lots of light coming down for you right now. So that's that supportive stuff from spirit. And remember to open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember, your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So again, an indication of soul growth and this balance, because you've got two hummingbirds on either side. So really a sense of balance there. And embrace your life purpose. I'm guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Another one I've had, like, I'm sure I've had this 4 times. Okay, so embrace your life purpose. And the way to do that is just by being the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self, because that's where that power within comes from, is being the real you. I feel like there's been some pushback on you doing what you really want to do, like embracing your life purpose. So I feel like if you can just be the real you and let it happen, then things will work out. Yeah, you're just going through some growing pains. It's all good. Let the stuff go through. Mm-hmm. We're good. Hope that's helpful.
Mm-hmm. Just really quick, Rachel, yes, we got your question. Okay.
Yes, we got your question.
All right, Sylvie. So I got relaxation and release. Okay. So relax and release to achieve a state of calm and soothing. And there's, secrets of time. There's no rush right now. All right. So time is not your enemy, but your ally. Everything unfolds at the perfect moment, and things want to unfold, right? And there's feather of hope, right? And so the feather of hope says, grasp the feather of hope and a delicate symbol of upward promise and an uplifting future, right? There's all the stuff that wants to unfold, but in order for it to come out, you need to go in. But know in that going in, there are no boundaries, okay? And so it's sometimes difficult to take care of yourself. And so know that you have to take that time in order to hold space for yourself. This is going to be a huge thing in doing that. And I got a couple different things that have to do with your voice. So I got the canary, I got honest echoes, and I got speaking out, right? So all of this is saying you need to use that voice in order to make sure that you're able to do those self-care things and to be able to hold that space for yourself. So speaking out, your voice is released. Express yourself frankly. So making sure that you're expressing what it is that you need. And the canary says, step forward now and sing your song. There is a power in finding your voice. All right. And then honest echoes, it says, listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. And so the idea here is that you need to go in, you're going to be able to find what that whole truth is. You need to be able to speak that out. And you're being called to do some sacred ceremonies. Okay, so taking some time to do some ceremonies, reminding your soul of the sacredness of the world and just holding space for that. And so I go back again to this idea of boundaries, right? And just being able to make sure that you're setting the time aside and that you're doing what you need to do in order to be able to have that relaxation and release so that these messages can blossom within you, and then you'll be able to bring them forward. So I hope that helps.
Absolutely. All right. Hello, Leah. Welcome.
Hello.
Unfortunately, our questions are closed for the evening, but thank you for joining us. And next, we have Hypnicity. So general reading for Hypnicity for Melanie. So we have, your vibration is rising. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You're evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Okay. So if you're feeling a lot of that energy coming in, you are getting downloads. Those are coming in for you. So just be patient with yourself and others. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So I'm going to say that this one is for everyone. It's been in all but one reading tonight, this particular one. Okay. And then recognize signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now. You're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. This would also be one that's been in majority of our readings tonight. So if I had to pick two cards for a general reading for tonight, so for those of you that may have missed the questions, those are two cards for you. Okay. Because they have come out for everybody. Communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. So just know that as you're receiving that stuff and working through things, if you communicate freely with love, right? We got a little heart here. Then that is where you're going to be able to move things forward in a way that's comfortable for you. Okay. Increase your knowledge. So education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. And perhaps that is what's going to start, because you also got the fresh start card. So there's something new coming. Like this could still be just, with the downloads, you're getting a fresh outlook on things. It is like spring. It is like spring coming in here. So a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in your life. and it's going to be an adventure. So you're embarking on an adventure. I savor the wonders of the world. So I don't know if you're planning a trip, but this could be astral travel. It could be an adventure like a spiritual journey, but know that that is what is coming up. So you've got some new discoveries coming for you with these new energies that are coming in. So I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, well, and all this newness that's coming in, it seems like maybe a part of that is to help you heal some things. So the shadow work card I got is shame and guilt. So it's about feeling compassion and acceptance for yourself and releasing anything that you might be carrying with you. Feel your feels. And it says, feel them without judgment. Mistakes do not define our worth. And with that, I got the inner child card. And so I think that maybe there's going to be some healing that happens here in terms of these feelings and bringing compassion and acceptance into some of the experiences that your inner child is working through. And reconnect with your inner child to heal past wounds and restore joy. And that's really what it's about, right? Bringing back that innocence and bringing back that joy so that we can take some space for that. And then I got the bear, right, which is to retire, right? Bear is about hibernation. And it says, retire into your den to find answers. And so again, we're talking about themes for the month, and we know that this idea of guidance and taking time for retreat is a huge theme this month. And to be able to really connect with our higher selves, self-identity, really paying attention to who am I here to be and how do I bring that forward? So acknowledge and affirm your true identity to build your self-worth, right? And this is about connecting with that higher self to allow you to do that, because you're meant to bring in that authenticity. The world needs that authenticity. And in order to do that, there is this soul anchor, right? We have to be able to anchor. So anchor your soul in stability. It will provide the strength and support you need as you move through all of this, because what it's meant to do is to bring in balance. It's meant to bring this equilibrium in love and career, in harmonizing the inner scale to weigh decisions with the heart and the mind. And so the idea here is really to be able to bring all of that through, because it is about being on the mend. And this is a great time of healing in order to be able to step into that. So again, be compassionate and kind with yourself as you heal your heart. And then I got inner connection, right? And so I bring the medicine of connectedness. So again, as much as we go, oh, right, a more emotional healing, but it's a beautiful, beautiful thing as it unfolds, because we get to release so much of what we carry with us that doesn't serve us and that isn't really even meant for us anymore. And so it's really beautiful to see this unfolding, because there's so much support and grounding, and the guides want to be there for you to help you step into this whole new authentic you that's going to be able to navigate with this beautiful kind of interconnection. So hope that helps.
So we had missed one up at the top.
Did we now?
We did. So I have added it at the end because it's a special anniversary today as well. So I just added that in at the end. So we'll go a little bit longer. I hope that's okay, Jen. Are you okay to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so our next one is Patricia. Mm-hmm. So what do I want to focus on for April and May? So your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So our joint one for the collective.
Just leave that card out. It's just
I'll just put it in every time. I think that's what people think I'm doing, but I'm really not. Okay, so someone new is coming. So someone new is coming in. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. So this doesn't necessarily mean, if you're not looking for love, it doesn't necessarily mean love. This might be a mentor or a close friend that you're going to really get a lot from the relationship out of. Okay, so just know someone new is coming into your life. Your vibration is rising. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You're evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Okay, so you may be getting some of those our ascension symptoms as we go through this. So remember to savor pleasure. I fully embrace my bliss in my life, and cherish self. So I accept and love myself. Okay, those are important because change is coming, right? So I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities, and you're launching your journey. That's another one that's been out a lot, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And then the ancient wisdom. So you know that you've got this inner knowing and expecting miracles. So miracles are blossoming in your life. So it's a great, it's exciting the next couple of months for you. I think it's going to be quite an adventure. Just remember to do the self-care, please. Okay, Patricia? Hope that's helpful.
Yeah, so I got energy harmonization. I think that's another kind of big theme for this month, being able to harmonize that energy. So aligning your chakras to harmonize energy, achieve vibrational balance. And then I also got seeking clarity, right? And so that goes along with that, being able to open to clarity. So embrace openness and insight, allowing life's truths to reveal themselves, because you're stepping into a place that's beyond boundaries. Right. And so this is to break free from the limitations and embrace the limitless potential of your soul, expand beyond boundaries and step into your true power. Right. So just noticing what wants to come through and what wants to open up for you. But again, I got autumns. It's a time for letting go and lightening your loads. There's going to be some things that have to get released for all of us. I think that's a theme for this month, right?
It is.
Some of that. And we're releasing because we're opening ourselves to new possibilities. So I got 3 bird cards that flew out here. So I've got the wild turkey, so the wild turkey feather, the wild turkey. And it says, the power to heal the earth is within you, right? And so you're being called to do some great healing work. And then I got the owl, which is your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail, right? And so the intuition wants to come through and that guidance wants to be there. And again, there's no boundaries. So it's going to help with that clarity piece. And then I got the finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them, right? So making sure that as you're doing that work, you're going to see these openings happening and you're going to have an opportunity to step into them, knowing that there is no limits here, right? But you want to make sure that as you do it, you're doing it in this harmonized, balanced place. And so the inner work is going to be a beautiful thing for that, because it's going to help you to be able to really be clear about exactly what it is you need to step into and when. So hope that helps.
All right. Thank you so much, Patricia. And our next one is Rachel. So Rachel, I have get your power back. That's a big one. Okay. So you've forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take your power back. Really feel into that. Okay. And then I do have the decision thing. The card came out and it says, are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Okay. And then let it go. So this situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. Okay. You also need to know that your loved ones are safe. Let go of fear and worry for your loved ones. I'm looking after them. So I would definitely think that's your puppy, right? Know that he's being watched over by the angels. And you're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you've been contemplating. So, I always say, I want to also say, don't make major decisions based on these readings. Okay. Because we could change, go left or right, and it could change the outcome. But there's certainly a lot leading in one particular direction there. Flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. Okay, so freedom. And that will help you to exceed your expectations. But you're going to go through a bunch of growth there as you go. Okay, so you are going through growth, and you'll likely have more growth as well over the coming months. Okay, hope that's helpful.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the first card that I have for you is the Peaceful Heart, and it's about feeling true serenity and harmony through a peaceful heart, right? And so when we're in this place where we feel like we have to make a decision or we have to figure something out, we're often not in a place where we can make a great decision. And so what it seems like is that they're calling you to work on that inner peaceful heart, and then you're going to know exactly what you need to do for that decision. Because I got the Cosmic Rhythm card, right? And so this is really about feeling the cosmic rhythm. It resonates harmoniously with the flow of your life, and it's going to help you to figure out what it is you need to do, and what you need to decide on. And then I got the Astral Compass. So again, it's about that guidance that wants to come through. The stars form a celestial compass that guides you. Follow its light to navigate your soul's journey with clarity. And so there's a few things that have to come through for you. And I got for the shadow work card about having hope, right? So just navigate your shadows with compassion and gentleness and grace and kindness and self-care, and bring in hope that things are going to be okay, that you're going to be able to know what you need to do when you need to do it. But observe with clarity, right? So see what's real. Observe with clarity, because true insights lie beyond the surface. And so just because things might seem to appear a certain way, take that time to step back and go, okay, what is really, really meant for me here? And then I got the hummingbird again, right? And the hummingbird, it says, release what you've been carrying and lighten up. A new joy is on its way. And I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, but I got carried away. And it's let yourself get caught up in a whirlwind of a romantic moment. And so whether that's in a relationship or just something that's maybe a beautiful moment of connection, but it's meant to be there. And in that, I think sometimes we can find those peaceful moments in the heart. But there's also a strength that you're being called to. I got the Wild Feminine card. And the Wild Feminine card says, awaken your she-wolf instinct, that primordial force. And so you're being called to be able to find that peace, but you're also being called to use that primordial force. And so there is going to be a decision, and it looks like there might be a change, whether that's this particular change or something else. I guess we'll see as that unfolds. But there's definitely some things that want to come through, and there's some things within the cosmic rhythm that you're being guided towards. And so being open to that, and see how that shows up for you. I hope that helps.
Awesome. And the final one, the one that we had missed up higher.
Oh, hey, Tristan. Sorry.
Hey, Tristan. And so let's see here. So I picked some cards that were like general ones first. And then I did a couple of romance ones. So trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you're on a path of growth. Okay. So if things are a little bumpy, part of it is you're getting all these downloads here, right? Trust the process. And it's all a healing process, right? So trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I'm also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. I being Archangel Michael, they're Archangel Michael cards. So tapping in and asking for your messages. And then embrace this magic moment. You're in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. And I also, this goes with another one that I picked up later. Manifesting your dreams. Okay, so my dreams are coming true. So I think that really focusing on what it is that you do want will help with that as well. And then your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. Michael's looking after them. Okay, I think you know who that is. And then planting seeds. So seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. And you have emerging into grace, right? So you'll be emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. Grace is a big word. So, giving yourself grace, is a big part of that for both of you. That's a big part. Okay. And then simplify your life. So I cherish the simple pleasures in life. So like, the day to day. Yeah. But cherish the everyday is what I'm getting. Right. Yes. There's always stuff to do, but cherish the moments. Because I got also children. Your love life is being affected by children. No surprise there. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay. And I also got very soon. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So that goes with that manifesting card as well. All right. So clearly decide what you want. Perhaps as a couple, sitting down to, say, this is what I would love to see. This is what I would love to release. And then moving forward together with your thoughts. So that's my anniversary, and wishing you a wonderful anniversary. Sending you both lots of love.
Very much a happy anniversary. So I got the first card here that fell out was Soul Light. And the Soul Light card is about revelation, awakening, and guidance. So your soul light guides your inner world in a path through awakening. And so together you're being able to maybe hold that space for one another in order to move through that. And you're doing some healing together, because I got healing family lines. And so you're holding space for one another to be able to do that. And maybe you're doing that together so that you can free yourself from the secrets and discover the hidden treasures that are within your heritage. And I think sometimes we get, we repeat patterns and things like that when we don't do that work to reveal and release and all of that. But you are supported, right? And so it's the Earth card, knowing that you're supported. And I think that support is also, supporting one another, which is a beautiful thing. And then I got Divine Light. So we've got the Soul Light and we've got Divine Light. Lots of light for you guys. And it says Divine Light clears the darkness and reveals the truth in its guidance to show you the way forward. And so there is an illumination of that. And so through some of that clearing and all, you're going to be able to do that. And it's going to be in divine timing. Right. And so we look at that and go, okay, it says be patient, for some things take time to manifest fully in your life. But you are manifesting and bringing some things about, because I've got Dreamweaver here. And the Dreamweaver is about dreaming and imagining and bringing your powerful vision into reality. And you're definitely meant to be doing that, because I got the meadowlark as the bird and the feather. And the meadowlark, it says, smile, you will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. And so there's going to be this beautiful kind of opening or awakening that's going to come through, that you're meant to then bring forward, and know that you are in a divine embrace. And maybe that also means that your embrace is divine.
Yeah.
Yourself to the universe's loving embrace, and let its healing energy restore your spirit and guide you to a place of peace and renewal. And so that loving embrace and universal acceptance and healing power is there for you. And as you hold that embrace for one another, you also hold space for that unfolding. So happy anniversary, and wishing you all the best as you journey through this amazing unfolding together.
Mm-hmm. And congratulations again. I think we suspect what may be unfolding, but we'll just keep that. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you all for coming. It's always amazing for you guys to come and share the energy and all of that. Final words, Jen?
This is going to be quite a month, guys. The energy of it already, I've already seen it in just these first 6 days, have been quite powerful. And so, take that time to connect, be open, allow yourself to hold space for the messages that are trying to come through. And we're going through this together. And we are going to go through it and be be able to get through it, because it looks like there's some beautiful things that want to come through that.
Absolutely. So pray from the heart. For me, it's pray from the heart because, prayers are coming true. Watch miracles unfold, but they may not be in the way that you expect. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So it has definitely been an interesting first few days of the month. Yeah. But this is all happening for us.
Mm-hmm.
Big picture. We need to remember our big picture, despite how everything feels right now. Okay? Awesome. So we wish you tons of love. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for Twillo Talk. Jen and I will be on at 5 p.m. for Twillo Talk. And we look forward to seeing you all there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right? Great to see you. Have a great night, everyone.